put it on just in case. Right. I'm just talking to my mum. I thought it might be interesting to just record what we're saying about this corrupted system that is working on such a nasty scheme. I don't think any of the crimes, well, the one very violent crime I committed would have happened at all if this system wasn't in place. If these things weren't happening to me around the time. I'd had orchestrated events around that time happening to put my stress levels to max. I'm not saying that's any excuse for attempted murder, but I'm saying these people are involved with the cause of attempted murder and probably lots of murders. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, well, because it was a completely out of character for that to happen. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a mother. Other people have said that to me as well.
Yeah, if you could hear that, Mum said it was completely out of character of me. I'm not a stabby person. I don't go around stabbing people. It's not in my nature to do such a thing. But these things are mind control experiments. The people that are doing them don't realise they're mind control experiments, but they are. And if these things and these escorts and these other elements weren't happening, I wouldn't be unpredictable at all. I'd probably be one of the most predictable people in the world. But they have pushed me into that frame of mind. So I'm likely to get very anxious in these situations continuously, especially when they're orchestrating events to try and get me sectioned or get me imprisoned again. What do you think, Mum?
Yeah, I'd agree with that entirely, unfortunately. It's a rather depressing thought, the amount of corruption that's actually going on in the world today.
You see, this depresses my mum, but she's witnessed it first hand now, so she realises. So it's not just me these people have got to counteract. They've got to fool my mum too. And soon, Joe, if you watch this video, my brother, you will realise that this is what's going on in our system today. They've got it so corrupted, they are intentionally orchestrating events to mess with people's heads, to mind manipulate. Because today was, in today's circumstances, it was a mind manipulation, complete manipulation of the mind to make me flip out, to push my adrenaline levels to the max, flight or fight response, to make me flip out. And it also gave my mum a massive adrenaline surge as well, because she knew what was going on, because she'd witnessed the phone calls and so forth. You see how shaky I am. I was much more shaky before. But these things are going on all the time. And I'm wondering if half the people in the mental health institutions haven't had these crimes. These are crimes. This is a crime committed on them. So the real lawful people, the people with good morals and that are deep down very good people, have these things orchestrated on them to turn them into what seems to be bad people when they're not. These are mind control experiments. There's no other word for them. I mean, I don't. What do you think? My mum's gonna admit she's witnessed organised theatrics on me.
Yes, you? And it was very obviously done.
And it was too obviously done this time. All the other times it's happened to me when I've been on my own, even in classes, in a mind class it happened, and they primed me for scaring the heck out of me by filling my mind each week with different elements. It's so hard to go into detail, so explaining it would be it's very difficult to explain, to the point where the orchestrated events made complete sense to me, but no sense to anyone else if I was to tell them. And this is how the buggers work. So what do you think on the matter, Mum? Because I'd like to get.
I think you're completely right, but I just don't know where to go from here.
See, you see, we have people on our sides. We just need to actually produce the evidence. We need to be able to show them in a logical manner how these things have worked without getting irate. And I know it's difficult to not get irate in the circumstances, especially when people don't believe you. So people will continuously try to film it and prove it, which they're going to know about that. So that it's not going to be overtly done in them circumstances. It's only going to be overtly done if they know it's just your eyes witnessing it. But fortunately, my mum basically heard the whole phone call, and this was completely corrupt by the mental health system. And I'm sorry, I didn't think you people working in this mental health system were corrupt, but I'm starting to think I was wrong, and my distrust for people is it's quite a good self-defense mechanism. Yeah, luckily I got called in for the blood test as I was about to. I was close to screaming and shouting, and that's when they'd probably have jumped on me, got in my way, and used a few psychological tactics to make me flip out either a bit more or calm me down, and then they can get the special team in. Yeah, he needs sectioning, the police and everyone, and stuff like that. But if all this stuff hasn't been happening and hadn't been happening for all these 9 years or longer, none of the other stuff would have happened. The stabbing, the guy I stabbed in our own house wouldn't have been stabbed because he wouldn't have been there. The whole situation would have been completely different. So it's bull. It's all ridiculous. And this is probably being done to so many people in the mental health system, and none of their family members will believe them because they'll have so much trust within these mental health people and the doctors and all that, thinking yes, they're just out to help. Yes, they might be, but there's a pyramid scheme that trickles down that people are unaware of, that is so corrupt, and it's designed to make people like me and maybe some targeted individuals like you fall. And that's what we don't want to do. We need to rise. We need to resist this corruption. This corruption is embedded everywhere, and unfortunately we are the only ones that are able to see it, and maybe the odd family member here and there. So we need to keep sane, and don't let these people flip you out if you're having these orchestrated events done on you. I had one done the other day, and a few weeks before that. They're cleverly done, but the people involved aren't clever at all. They don't know jack.